Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof, proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof, proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof, proof.
How's everybody doing? I go by the name of Sion 919. This is the Proof in the Pudding podcast show. And today is very special. We got Carolina in the building. We got a big stepper in the building, a grinder, female artist, female battle, entrepreneur and everything. She got me choked up because she's doing it so big. Yo, we got Flitty Gang in the building. And y'all know I flux with it. So, let's make some noise as we bring her to the stage. She goes by the name of Mosca Flux. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Thank you so much for that great intro.
All right, you're doing big things.
Thank you for that great introduction. Like, I need some claps. Thank you so much for having me, Sion. It's definitely been a minute, my friend, but I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's definitely an honor to have you here because you done so much. You went so far. So for the people that may not know, right, let's let them know a little bit about yourself, where you from, and let them know what you do.
Okay, so I am originally from Panama. I grew up here in North Carolina, so I am an NC and FemC. Been here most of my life. What do I do? I am a rapper. That is what I do. I spit my little heart out since I was a little girl. Probably say I started taking this somewhat serious back in 2008. And then really, really serious in 2013. And that's probably when you started seeing me hit the scene and performing and hosting shows, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, I've done everything now from hosting TV shows to hosting fashion shows to having my own talk show with my boy LP. Shout out to my boy LP. We did the Say Something talk show. Right. What else did I do? What haven't I done? Of course I did a million shows, grinding, just to create my fan base and my name all up and down the East Coast. I haven't touched the West Coast yet for a show. I needs that in my life. So if somebody's watching and they got that plug, I need that. So all up and down the East Coast, I have been, just kicking that can down the road, as they say, with my music. And then, I started my own clothing line. Back in 2014, I came out with Flux with it because obviously y'all flux with it. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Flux with it, Flitty Gang, y'all too solid. So now fast forward in life, from ciphers to rapping, now battle rapping. And that is my newest love. That's definitely my newest love. So that's, I guess that's where I am now. I am still an artist. You already know, so I'm still an artist, first and foremost. But battle rapper, I officially am. So I am very proud of myself and happy that I can add that to the resume.
Yeah, and that's the thing right there. Let's talk about that real quick because I'm definitely a Queen of the Ring fan and battle rap fan, URL and all that. But it's
Yes.
like I seen the promo coming up, right? To see somebody from NC that I knew, yo, that was one of the most proudest moments for Carolina for me. To see where you started from to where you're going, right? So I see the flyer, the promo's coming, Mosca Flux. I don't want to mess the girl's name up. She was Bishop. What's her last name?
Bishop Zaya.
Bishop Zaya. All right.
Yep.
So I watched the video. I watched the battle. I'm like, yo, you repping NC?
Yeah.
You was
It was
repping NC?
serious.
Yo, so somebody got choked up a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I got that energy, friend. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So let me ask you, being on that stage, right? Queen of the Ring. How did that feel? How did that feel?
At this time, I'm in Atlanta. All right. I'm just gonna take y'all with me there so y'all can see like how I feel. So one thing about me, the stage is my home. Right. And if you ever watch my videos very closely of like performances, you'll always see me look down at the floor. And that's just me paying respect to that stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like a inside prayer, like between me and this stage, this is my home. I'm gonna respect you and you're gonna respect me. And I did that day in Atlanta. I felt anxious, ready to get these bars off my chest because I worked so hard for them. You know what I'm saying? Right. And in that moment, yes, nerves always there. Nerves always there, But something that I've noticed about myself after doing this, hitting the stage in front of an audience over and over again, you get into this mode, you turn that off, and you're like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It's that fuck it mode. I'm here to do what I came to do. I'm here to do a job and I'm going to deliver. And that moment I felt a lot of pressure from my city, a lot of pressure from my state, my people, my peers, my friends, family, everything all above. And I guess that's why I went in with like so much aggression because I was like, I am not only repping myself here today. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was repping my city and I was repping my peers. I was repping my people, everybody I stood next to on this journey. I felt like this was my moment to show and prove. And yeah, that was the feeling. And once I hit that stage, I was like, go time.
Right. That's the thing. And you definitely represented. You definitely represented. You did your thing. You came through.
Thank you.
So let me ask, as an artist, right, is a different preparation from doing a show and preparing for a battle. So let's talk about some of the similarities and let's talk about some of the differences.
All right. Similarities, practice, yes. Memorization, yes, but not on the same level at all. Okay. Where I am now and as an artist is nowhere near where I am as a battle rapper, if that makes sense. I view myself in two different spectrums, maybe because I'm a Gemini and shit, but I see it separately. For me in my career as an artist, I am a vet. For me as my career as a battle rapper, I am a baby. You know what I mean? And so my prepping might take longer than a vet battle rapper. My artistry, I don't necessarily rap in punchlines, or in metaphors. I'm probably more of a passionate storyteller, if anything, when it comes to just my artistry. So the difference for me was one major change for me was the writing. And I say that because I don't write music anymore. I write in my head. So now I have to go back to pen and pad like a baby when it comes to battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And so here I am writing 10 pages worth of work for 6 minutes of my life. And that is the one and only time that you're ever going to say these bars. Okay. You're not recycling these lines. You're never going to say it again. And for performances, I'm performing these songs on a regular basis, maybe 2 or 3 times a week for a show. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. I know exactly, what my performance is going to be because I've done it several times. this is a one-time thing with battle rap. You don't know what the hell you're gonna do. you know, you better practice for me, I practice painting pictures with my hands because I talk a lot with my hands and it helps. So when I'm on stage, you'll see me paint. I'm trying to help you connect everything with my hands, and I do that with my artistry. So that's a similarity there.
Right.
But for me, the major difference was going back to pen and pad, um, letting go of my pride, number one, to go back to pen and pad.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
And the writing technique is the major difference because one, you've got to just devour this person you don't even know. You know what I mean? And and y'all know me, I'm a nice person. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nice person. I'm a nice girl. But I have another side I can tap into. So luckily, yeah, I can bring her out on stage. But yeah, the style of writing is totally different, just totally different. And I'm having to challenge myself. And I think that's what I love about it the most. It's like, once you've been doing something so long, you might get bored. You know what I'm saying? You might get a little bored and you're like maybe stagnant. You're like, this ain't, or this ain't going nowhere. But this is definitely challenging. And with the challenge, I feel rewarded. No matter what happens, I feel happy when I get off that stage because I got my bars off. And I know how hard it is. I mean, someone could be writing for 6 months, Scion, and still choke.
Right.
It happened in my last battle.
Right.
You know what I'm
Somebody
saying?
definitely got choked up.
And y'all ain't seen that yet, but that's coming. They were like, that fan be choking bitches. I'm like, look, I saved the fan for the very last round on purpose. So y'all know it's not the fan. But this last battle, I went in I learned a lesson. And with this is challenging and it's growth because I had a lot going on and I chose to wait 2 weeks before my battle to write. I still won, you know what I'm saying? But my energy was not the same like my first battle. You know what I'm saying? My level of confidence was not the same. Granted, I just got out of the airport the day before and I was stuck at the airport for like 10 hours. I'm not trying to make excuses, y'all. I'm just saying I was all day. Then I went to Florida and then, folks wanted to meet me, hang out, this, that, and the third. I'm tired of shit. Then the next day I'm practicing all day. I'm on a 2-week prep. Okay. Wow. And then that night I'm supposed to battle at like 7:30. Shout out to my boy Don Marino. He did his thing and trying to put this was his first event for his battle league, so congratulations to him. It was a success. Right. But because how we are, we always late. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't battle till like 12:30 at night. So by then I'm exhausted.
Right. And
I could tell just by looking back at the footage that I might have kind of been on some autopilot. But, yet and still I won. The bars are still there. It's still fire. But my next battle, I'm definitely going to take my time like I did with the first one. Right. See, maybe I thought with the first one I was good. Like I can, what I'm saying, I could, just wait. No, right. I need to be 150%, every single time. Yeah. Every single time. So yeah, those are the differences and similarities there. I kind of went off on a tangent, but yeah.
Nah, you good. Let me ask you a question. We got a comment right quick. Let me go to the comment.
Okay. I can't see the comments.
Future Assholes of America, Willie. Hey! Traffic. Yo, salute to you, brother.
Yes, that's the homie.
Right, definitely. He's been around for a while too. Definitely putting in work. So let me ask you, okay, so in situations like that, you're a freestyler as well. Mm-hmm. So all right, let me ask, do you think experience helps out, like what you said, like the 2-week prep? Do you think that experience kind of helped you versus somebody just starting out and they trying to wing it? 2-week prep?
Yes, because with my first battle, mommy said she was on a 2-week prep too, and she ain't getting nothing off.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So experience definitely helped me. My level of memorization definitely helped me. Like I said, I don't write music anymore, so that skill is there. Right. The years of experience on a stage, like people really think that that's not a big deal. That is a big deal, and I give all dues to all respect to my city for that, because, you know, in NC, you're not going to be known unless you out here in these streets.
You got to be out here putting in work.
You got to be out here. You know, we went from, you know, freestyling at the Freedom Tunnel at NC State way back in the street in the cold nights, you know what I'm saying, at the college, killing it in the middle of the night, freestyling, to stages. You see what I'm saying? And then from there, you know, constantly doing these open mics or these shows and stuff. All of that was experience under my belt. And I knew that one day it was going to pay off. And as an artist, there were times, especially like in this pandemic, you know what I mean? Not a lot of performing and stuff like that. But there were times where, you know, I had features and I went and performed at venues that maybe were not my standard or on my caliber, you know what I'm saying? But I did it. Why? Because I believe in keeping my feet wet.
Right. That workout, staying sharp. Right.
Yep. Staying sharp on that stage, and keeping that level of comfortability on that stage is very important. And that's what's going to allow you to get your bars out.
Yeah. And that's a fact. So let me ask you, you're definitely a lyricist. FemC, but you're definitely a lyricist. You definitely had the bars. So let me ask, when you get these opponents, right, what's your creative process when you go to writing for these battles?
Wow. So with battle rap, it's definitely different, because you're not like talking about a topic. You're talking about a person. So first thing I do is research, and I dig all up in this person's life and try to find out, you know, everything I can about them. With my first opponent, you know, I found out her government, you know, and I said it in the battle. And watching battle rap, you know, that's like a personal, that's like a point, you know what I mean? When you got personal insight on what a person, who they are and what they're doing in their life. So yeah, I try to dig up, unfortunately, as much dirt as possible. And then write about it, you know, write about it in a creative form. The other thing I do is try to create angles so that I can create a scheme, you know, that goes, you know, along with what I'm talking about, to just paint that picture. And I think so far I've been complimented as a really good angler. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's good, you know.
Nah, that's a fact.
But yeah, that's the process, you know. Get the info, do the research, you know, get that info, and then write as creatively as you can about what you know.
Yeah, and that's a fact right there. So you were a fan of battle rap before actually becoming a battle rap?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so let me ask you, if you had to pick 3 people that you admire or inspired you in battle rap, who would those three people be?
Ooh, from the beginning of time, I'm gonna say, of course, my girl 40 is one of my bars. Like, yo, I am team 40. I fucking love 40, and she knows it. Whatever. Right. But 40 is definitely like here to me, you know, legendary, and I love her spirit. One of my all-time favorites as well is fucking Shuni the rapper.
Shuni.
I love Shuni.
Shuni the rapper.
I love Shuni. The other one from the beginning of time, I want to say QB, QB Diamond. She mad disrespectful.
She's very disrespectful.
You know, yes, but she was one of the first that I was watching as well. Yeah, I want to say those. I mean, there's so many more now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean, that I love as time progressed. But in the very beginning, I'm gonna say those are some of the ones that I was watching since the very beginning.
Yeah, and that's real right there. Now QB, 40 bars, and Shuni, they're my top, and then Jazz the rapper.
Jazz is that bitch, man. Yeah, she came this year and slaughtered. She did some things. Yeah, I can't wait for well, that was last year. I'm gonna say this year I can't wait to see what she does. You know, because her last performance was pretty epic.
Yeah, it definitely was right there. So while we're talking about battle rap, I got a clip, right? We're gonna play a little bit because we're talking about battle rap. So we're gonna let them see what happened with the first battle, and then we're gonna talk about this, and then we're gonna talk about the new project that's coming out. All right, we're gonna throw it to that.
My name is Mosca Flux. I'm representing my country, Panama. I'm an MC out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
Ain't nobody fucking with me. Mosca Flux, first lady Flux with me. I got you, baby, got you open, got you real tight. I know you're scared of loving, baby, but it's alright. I got your back and I'ma hold you down. Other's feet. We never shared sweaters or grew up on the same street. We never rode kites or hustle money just to eat. Never down to ride if I go when there was beat. Pressure bust pipes, we do the same, handle drama. Moving silence like them bad boys do it. And spit the fluid for the drought of this type of music, the boom bap. Heavy metal, clear the room rap.
I started spitting when I was 12 years old. I was actually a poet at first. I just wrote poetry as a child, and then, you know, I had friends that always rap, so they told me when they heard my poetry that I should put that over a beat. But the first thing I did was just jump in the cypher and start freestyling.
At least that's what my TLC, a crazy, sexy bitch with cool intentions. You peeping what I'm doing, Missy? Music make me lose control. I'm about to start pouring down right outside the window, because I know you can't stand the rain. This is new edition. Talking about you gonna come up here and do what?
Good, good.
What up, Atlanta?
Thank you, Kiki.
What up, Atlanta?
Appreciate you having Flitty the Kid. For real, I'm honored. See, I'm from NC, and I didn't want this rag talking shit about the South, because for some reason there's a misconception that we bitch made and won't tell a motherfucker to watch their mouth. But the baby already showed you what type of time we on, and Mulatto said it best. I'm a real ass, trill ass bitch from the South, so okay. Bitch, watch your mouth. I drove too many miles to tear your head off and put it on my plate. Bitch, I'm a boss. I own real estate. I'm only here to get mortgage money. I ain't come here to play. I came here to cook ratchet souffle. So on the second round, I plan on getting mad disrespectful. Cause for this look hoe, you should have been mad fucking grateful. Just like your father, cause he got a daughter, but he wanted a son. I mean, shit, I just figured he wanted one since you look like one. But life ain't fair, just like that's not your hair. But I got a special extension for this ratchet. I came to murder this puta. I'll have my amigos toss your salad and pick you apart. Now we can find you on 1,000 islands. Cause I heard this Carolina shit. Cause I heard you thought it'd be easy. Stop looking at that phone, bitch. Cause I heard you thought it'd be easy. Cause fucking with me is like fucking with a virgin. You gotta make sure the situation's really right. I mean, this is my first battle. This is my first time, but fucking with this bitch got me really, really tight. Fucking with this bitch got me really, really tight, because this here is about character, Bishop. And you're not a real bitch. You're just a real bitch. And the only struggle you ever had in life was learning how to swallow big dick. And yet and still, that's big girl shit. Because I would little girl the fuck out of you. This bitch is elementary to me. Claiming she from Texas, but she from the Midwest. This bitch not a stallion. She a pony at best. But this hoe delivers. Free pussy. I call it the Pony Express. But I could care less about your bad. But I could care less about your bad habits. They put your ass in the ring with a real savage. Now tell me what the fuck you gonna do, Zupac? Not shit. Cause you can't hide here like you did on the gram. This bitch made her shit private. I mean, I get it. You wanna die in peace. We gonna have to keep this shit private. Closed casket time.
All right, hold on. That was a problem right there. Hold on. Yo, we ain't gonna embarrass her like that, yo. But yo, salute to her for getting up there. She did her thing, right? Like
oh hell yeah!
NC definitely has hidden gems, right?
Thank you.
You're punching out there. Again, I couldn't play it because it's too long. You're punching in there. So when I'm looking at it, your growth, it shows. And it's like I said, I was proud watching, because it's like, you know, a lot of times, you know, NC people think, oh, Carolina, they don't have bars. Your whole career it's been based on bars.
Facts.
So when them people, they're getting the reactions and you're dropping the bars and stuff like that, did it go the way you expected, or how does that feel? Like, yo, when you know I'm about to, and it hits, what's going through your mind while that was happening?
I was gassed. I was so gassed.
Right.
It felt amazing. It felt good. There were certain lines that you know, that I didn't know were gonna hit like as hard as they did, but I think that they were just relatable. They were relatable, you know, like when I said that you know, everybody think we bitch made just because we from the South, and everybody went crazy in Atlanta. They felt that line. They felt that line personally. Because you know, in the South, people always trying to play us like we soft just because we from the South. You know what I'm saying? Well, we crazy.
We definitely crazy.
Crazy.
Right.
They just don't know. They about to find out. No, it's not. But yeah, I did get a lot of love in Atlanta, and I really appreciate that. That was very epic for me. The more energy that I get when I'm on stage from an audience, it for me, it fuels me. It feeds me. Like, if you notice that the more that they got hyped, like the more I got aggressive, like the more I wanted to go harder, the more I was patting my chest like, yeah, Carolina shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, who the fuck is that?
Yo, that's how I be.
Like, who is that girl? What was I thinking? I was just so hype. And it's the energy, you know, bouncing off the people in the room that, you know, that's what I need, you know. And some people ask me, like, in certain rooms, you're not going to have that Flitty. So what are you going to do, you know, if you don't have that energy that you're used to feeding off of? And I'm just like, well, I gotta adapt. I gotta adapt and still just deliver it just as hard as if everybody is reacting, you know. In Florida, I experienced that, you know, for the first time. A lot of the crowd had already left. It was the end of the night. I think everybody was like half asleep. I'm saying some hot shit, and you only hearing a little bit of your talk. You know what I'm saying? And I was expecting that. I'm like, yo, I said some hot shit. Y'all sleep. You know, that's how you want to react, but you gotta stay focused. You gotta keep going, and you can't let that moment of when you thought that line was gonna hit like that, and it don't. You can't let that hurt you. You gotta you gotta hope that the next one is gonna land and hit, you know, the way you want it to. So yeah, that energy from that crowd definitely gassed me.
Yeah, and that's the thing, because I've seen some vets, right? Same thing, like you said. I've seen some vets in some battles where it's like the crowd may not react. Like you said, it's late in the evening. People tired. You know, now they done heard 5 battles before the main event.
They asleep.
They're asleep. So it's like, you know, sometimes it can get you off your game. So you just said a powerful thing right there. Staying focused without the reaction. So let me ask you, okay, 2 things real quick, right? When you went to Atlanta, I seen the post. You had a lot of love, a lot of Carolina in the building. So a lot of times people say, Carolina, they don't represent, they don't support. How did that feel for Carolina to be on the road with you in Atlanta and for people to show up for you? How did that feel?
That was special to me. The fact that my city, not only did my city support me after the fact that I won, they supported me before. They supported me the entire ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love my city for that. Like, my state, straight up. Like, I had people hit me up and be like, yo, Flitty, you ready? Are you good? Like, do you want to, like, you know, spar with me? Like, how do you feel about you? You know, people were really like checking in with me. Like, are you okay? Are you ready for this? Are you prepared? How do you feel? I'm rooting for you. Like, I got so many DMs, and they were all supportive. They were all supportive. I got of course, a lot of promo, you know, from everybody in my city. Like, yo, Flitty about to go to Queen of the Ring and rep for us. You know what I'm saying? She about to bring that body back. And because everybody kept saying, bring that body back, you know, the third round starts off like that. Like, you know, they sent their best hitman, you know what I'm saying? They told me I gotta bring this body back. I let them know this is the pressure. This is for real. I have to bring this body back. You know what I'm saying? So I love I love my city for that. Carolina, I love y'all. Y'all the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because not only were y'all with me after the ride and y'all were supporting me and sharing like, yo, Flitty was down there with the fan acting up and her shenanigans and shit. They wasn't there only for the aftermath. They were there before. So yo, it was a really good feeling. I had Carolina standing with me that day. It was mad Carolina in the building that day. It was crazy. Everybody standing behind me that day was all Carolina.
Wow.
All Carolina. Yep.
That's real right there. And one thing about you, right? With all your accolades, you've done a lot. You've always been down to earth. You've always been humble. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, but when it's time, whether on the Queen of the Ring stage, whether you're on a track, whether you're in a cipher, you unleash the beast. So let me ask you, yo, it's like when you're not on stage, you're laid back, you got a good heart, you're chilling. What's going through your mind when it's time to perform? 3, 2, 1, showtime. What's going through Mosca Flux mind?
This is what I love to do.
This is what I love to do.
This is what I love to do. And so in reminding myself of that, it's like it takes that fear away.
Right.
You know, and it brings that it comes from a place of like gratitude that I'm happy that I'm doing what I love to do, because a lot of people are not.
That's a fact right there.
You know what I'm saying? So no matter if I'm on a track, you know, and I'm performing at a concert, or if I'm, you know, in battle rap, you know, on a big stage, I am grateful that no matter what, I am doing what I love to do.
Yeah, and this is the perfect segue right here. So let me ask you, when did you first fall in love with hip hop?
Oh man, I was a little ass girl. You try to tell my age. You know
Nah, we're gonna do it like that, but just give us a little, you know, you may not, don't do the songs and all that, but like, yeah,
okay.
What was that like? How did you first fall in love with hip hop? And what was that experience like in the beginning for you?
I want to say it was empowering for me because the first, I mean, look, I'm a real ass woman, okay? So I'm just gonna tell y'all, like, my first favorite rappers were Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper.
What? Take it back.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Yep, take it back. So, you know, growing up in the 90s, hip hop was definitely different than it is today. It was we were probably conveying more knowledge and wisdom back then than we are today. I want to say that what made me fall in love, the space to be free of expression.
Free of expression.
And I felt like listening to Salt and Pepper because they for me, they were the first that I heard as women kind of crossing that line. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like, make you want to, you know, they were with those, you know, subliminal messages, but you knew what they were talking about. And as women, to be free to speak your mind and say whatever you wanted to say, I was jacking that, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't rapping yet, you know, I didn't start rapping until years later, when I was like 12 years old, but expressing myself was always a love and a passion for me, even as a little girl. I just, you know, I used to draw and I was always artsy, you know what I'm saying? Most artists are, you know, artsy ass people, you know what I'm saying? We're creators. So we use that side of our brain. And I was an artist and I started to write poetry. So the poetry, you know, and you know, I wasn't rich growing up or anything. So in the neighborhoods that I grew up in, you know, I grew up with nothing but brothers. So my homies were all, you know, freestyling and ciphers. And back then, you didn't necessarily have a studio. Your studio was outside on the front porch, okay? And the beat was the electric green box on the corner. You know, that everybody was, yo, kick a beat, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to rap, you know what I mean? And watching everybody, in the ciphers every night, and I'm kicking it or whatever. I'm writing poetry though, you know what I'm saying? But there were times where I felt like I wanted to say something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to say, but I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? And so two of my closest friends, when I was growing up, one of them was Ghost Dog, that you might be familiar with. I actually grew up with Ghost Dog. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Him and my boy Sean, that we called Tweety back in the day, they heard my poetry. They're the first people ever to hear my poetry and to actually say, yo, that sounds like some bars. Like, you should put that over a beat, and back then my nickname was Baby G. So
Baby G.
Yeah, so Baby G.
Right.
Put that over a beat. Like, you should spit that shit. And they were like, try to spit it. So here I am, middle of the night, outside on the porch with my little notepad, and I'm trying to spit my poetry. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, but it's not, poetry ain't quite the same. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So there is the birth of the skill and the technique. There it is. You know what I'm saying? And the next cipher, they told me, like, because I told them I was younger than all of my peers. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was older than me. I was so young. I was a teen. I was like 12, 13 years old. And I was like, but how do I jump in? Because y'all are like beastly. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just, everybody, the next, it ain't no, I'm next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's whoever, get it. You jump in. And see, I don't know if these young people know about that shit
today.
They know about them skills. Like, they don't know going to the cipher with written bars. Okay. This is off the top right then and there. You know what I'm saying? And you're judged off that right then and there, And so I was just like, well, how do I jump in? Because y'all be, they not thinking I'm going to rap. I'm just a spectator. You know what I'm saying? And they was like, well, next time we doing our thing, like, just tap me and I'm going to let them know you going, you know what I'm saying? You're going to jump in. So they give you some room. And so that next time I heard them rapping, I was just like, okay, I feel it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Here I am, little ass Flitty, little ass Baby G,
Right.
I'm reminiscing like a motherfucker right now. And I'm like, yo, I got something to say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, to the homie, he like, yo, Baby G. They're like, yo, Baby G go spit. I'm like, yeah. So I get in there. I get in there. And that's where it began. And in that moment, it felt so good because as a young shorty, I always say, like, everybody has not had like a great childhood. Okay. I haven't met one.
Right.
Everybody has a complaint about childhood. Okay. So in my childhood, I had a lot of pain. And that pain that was my therapy. You know what I'm saying? So hip hop has kept me sane. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, in all these years, because it went from that outlet of using the poetry to express myself to now being able to verbalize it live, you know what I'm saying? And these ciphers. And as I spit with my peers, they were no slackers or no yes men when I was growing up. Okay.
So you had to come with it.
I had to come with it. I was held to a higher standard than the men, that surrounded me. And one thing they always told me, like, when you spit, if anybody ever asks you to spit, you know what I'm saying, then you got to be ready to spit on sight. And they was like, make sure that you always, like you always 100% and putting your best effort. So people don't take it like you're just a pretty face. You don't want to just be recognized as a pretty face. You want to be respected for your bars. And I guess that really was embedded in me, which is why I move the way I move with my music, and why I, rap about the things that I rap about. You won't see me necessarily like being very sexually vulgar, for instance. You know what I'm saying? Because not that I can be, but you know what I'm saying? But that's not like my lane, or what what naturally comes to me. What naturally comes to me is what my homies taught me growing up is keep them bars real. You know what I'm saying? So there was the birth of
that was the birth.
Liddy. So, yep, that was the first. The ciphers in the street on a cold night. You know what I'm saying? Outside.
So let me ask you, all right. A lot of times the business, the politics of the game, sometimes people lose the love. It's like now it becomes business. How did you avoid the pitfalls and how did you stay focused?
I want to say morals.
Morals.
For me, because I could have easily like took my clothes off and I'd probably be famous right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could have twerked, on Instagram or whatever, and I'd probably have 10,000 followers instead of 5. You know what I'm saying? So as far as the business goes, my morals kept me in a certain lane.
Right.
My morals kept me from doing certain things, accepting certain jobs or, certain opportunities because I wasn't willing to do certain things or sell myself out in a certain way, because every time I've joined teams, I've had management, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes people try to change you, try to mold you and say, well, you gotta be this, you gotta be more that, you know what I'm saying, in order to sell, sex sells, this, that, and the third. But and I get that, but I'm only gonna go but so far, you know what I'm saying, with that. So for me, it has been pros and cons with my morals because if maybe I was willing to be more open or more explicit, then I think maybe I could have been further. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, still at the end of the day, like this could be my dream and my goal and everything. But when you have little people that look up to you and are watching you, I want to get it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the example I'm setting for them. How could I ever talk shit to them and be like, you're not getting it the right way if I didn't? You see what I'm saying? And the other thing with me still constantly striving at this dream is just showing them that you never quit at what you want. That you continue no matter what. I know people that they didn't get to stardom until way later in life. You know what I'm saying? Taraji, Sylvester Stallone. I mean, there's so many that have success stories that tell you like, I didn't make it in Hollywood until I was 40. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. You know what I mean? But they have a resume. They didn't just start then. They had been, and most people think that an overnight success, when they see an overnight success, they don't realize they've been here.
They've been here.
An overnight success equates to 10 years of work, ladies and gentlemen. That's what y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? And for Flitty to be here now and y'all seeing me on Queen of the Ring, that was no overnight success. That was 10 years in the making.
10 years in the making.
See what I'm saying?
And that's real,
so
right?
We here now. And when you get there, it's like you tired as hell, but it's like you just really starting.
You just starting out, got so much further to go. But again, one thing about you, right? You said something powerful. You said, I didn't compromise. I didn't take the easy route. I didn't use my looks. I didn't take off my clothes. And that's one thing that people respect about you. And it's like, not only did you do it the right way, you always showed strength. You always represented for the women. You always showed empowerment. You always was like classy. Some people may look at it like, oh, who does she think she is? But people, grown-ups, like you said, with children and stuff like that, is respect because she cares about her image. She has children watching her. So it's like, I think in the long run, it's better to take that route than the quick fame. So to see how far you've gone, I don't know too many females. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know too many from the Carolinas that made it to the Queen of the Ring. I don't know too many females that have accomplished the things that you accomplished. So even though it may have seemed like you took the long route, it's worth it because you still have your integrity. You still have your respect. Can't nobody say, oh, well, yo, she used to do that. She got it out the mud. She got it with hard work. She got it with her bars. And again, you're empowering other women like, yo, y'all can do this. And it's almost like you give the women a voice.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do. So it's like, I remember a song you had, Give Me Space. I don't want to say it wrong because it was
Dame Espacio, Give Me Space. Hey, that was my first single.
Right. So I've been around.
You've been around. Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
So that's the thing right there. So it's like, yo, when you grab that mic, people before, a misconception, oh, she's a pretty girl. She's just going to get up here with some nursery rhymes. No, you bodying men as well.
That part.
So how does that feel looking
We
back
had
10
some
years later.
ciphers with some gentlemen, and I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know,
It went bad for some people.
you know, I might have, you know, took some necks off. But yeah, no, that feels good. I was gonna say when you were speaking, you know, about the compromising that triggered a memory. When I went to New York, I performed at SOBs. I'm so glad I got to perform at SOBs because now it's shut down.
Right.
And after
Legendary
the
spot.
pandemic is no longer existing. This was a staple stage where people like Jay-Z, Cardi B, J. Cole all performed. Okay.
Right.
So I was like, I gotta hit that stage. You hear me?
Right.
So that felt great. But that evening, Raw Digga was in the building.
Wow, salute to Raw Digga. Definitely a lyricist. Salute to her.
Yo, what? Love her. Grand inspiration. The conversation I had with her that night stuck with me. Like, for real. We was sipping some Henny.
Right.
And she says to me, you know, I told her, like, you know, basically what I'm telling you about my career, etc., you know, what I've been willing to do, not willing to do. And she felt me. And she said, you know, you're taking the long route, right?
Wow.
I said, yeah, I know. She said, but it's okay. She said, at the end of the day, you know, she said, when you get to be my age, you want to be able to get on stage and still spit your bars and it makes sense.
Right.
You want to still have integrity.
Right.
You don't want to be talking about your pussy when you're 55.
Right. Facts. That's
and, you know, people are still going to call you back to do events, to do shows, even as you progress and get, you know, further along as you get older, because it's quality music.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So she's like, it's okay. Make that quality.
Make that
you know what I mean? And that stuck with me. That even though, you know, yes, I know it is the long route. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the long road. You know, they say the tortoise and the hare, you know what I'm saying? Right. The tortoise thought he was going fast, but here was Flitty. I was, you know, consistent pace. And while everybody was sleeping and chilling, I was winning that race. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that definitely stuck with me and you know, made me feel better about where I was and what I was doing, because as a woman, it's hard in this game. You know what I'm saying? And right. You can't imagine that sometimes it gets frustrating that you want to just be like, well, fuck it. I just got to do what everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? Right. But that type of inspiration and that type of encouragement is what keeps me going and keeps me saying, like, nah, you're doing the right thing, Flitty. Just stick with it. Just stick with what you know. Stick with it. It's going to pan out. It's going to work out, and just stay consistent.
And stay consistent. You done. Yo, I got a cipher clip right quick. We talking about bodying people. Okay. I'll jump to the cipher clip right quick, and we'll be right back. All right. Here we go.
Let's see what's good. Let's go. Let's do it. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. I'm the only chick on the bill, so I'm the only one with her. Cause I run with big boys, with big toys, and make big noise. It's too easy. Just to flex with a cipher, the world needs me. I'm too hungry to cipher, you can't feed me. I'm getting dollar for dollar, nobody else wanna bother to try to make me a body. So I'm still holding the shotty, passenger seat in my lap. My crown ice, but it's 3 colors, gold, platinum, and crack. That means I'm busting these pipes, I know my bars got you hype. The way I'm stealing these bites, I'm like a thief in the night. I resurrected hip-hop, and now I'm giving you life. And then I'm taking over the East Coast in 2 days. Putting on non-believers, the rest on the Wednesday and the Thursday. Friday, call it Flux Day. Saturday, I don't give a what day. Sunday, do it all over again. Just another chance to play Picasso with my pen. If you thought that I was playing with you, baby, think again. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say. I'm rising to the top, and there's no further delay. I do what I want, and I go where I please. Most men don't address me unless they standing on their knees. I'm not being cocky, I'm just know I got the keys. Sexy ass mommy staying fresher than Febreze. Sticking sexy in my jeans. God bless me like I sneeze. Bow down when you address me. You in the presence of a queen. Flux with me.
Wow. All right. Yo, bow down when you're in the presence of a queen.
That's right.
Yo, so
oh my
let's
God,
talk
I'm so
about
proud
that.
of that girl. Like, I'm so proud of that girl. When I said I'm rising to the top and there's no further delay, the guy standing behind me, his name is Rise.
Wow.
Yeah. So if everybody, like, nobody knows, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I looked at him and was like, I'm rising to the top and there's no further delay. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it was a little, you know what I'm saying? I even had a little Jesus scheme in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm talking about the different days of the week. You know what I'm saying? I'm resurrecting hip hop, like you resurrecting Jesus. Then I'm getting, I'm going through the whole week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, Friday, call it what day? Saturday, I don't give a. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so proud of that girl. I think I'm way better now.
That's the thing.
I'm
It's
way
growth,
better
though.
now
You was
than
nice
years
then.
ago.
You nice then, but
I
you
was
get
nice
better.
then, but I'm like, I see my growth. I definitely see my growth. I'm proud of that girl. I'm proud of that girl for doing what she did and sticking with it. And I can sit here now and we can flash back.
Right. And that's the thing. You never
That
gave
work
up.
is there.
Never gave up. And that's the thing, right? So when we talk about the bars and the stuff like that, like, yo, the cipher, being on stage right there with these lyricists as well, how does that feel being a female, right? Getting respected for the bars, because it's hard for women in the industry. But when you get the respect for your bars, how does that feel as a female in the game?
It feels really good. It feels really, really good to be respected by my peers, not only the men, but the women, because I feel like earning a woman's respect sometimes is harder, especially if they're in music too. I don't know what it is with females. We are very competitive creatures, you know what I'm saying? So when we see someone that's really, really dope and really nice, and we can give them their flowers and their respect, I love that. You know what I'm saying? Men sometimes there's two categories, there's the guys that are gonna give you props just because they think you cute, you know what I'm saying? And then there's the guys that like really respect your bars, and they're like, yo, not for nothing, like you body that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then it's pure, you know what I'm saying? It's real. That feels amazing, especially if it comes from other people that are well respected.
Right.
I short story, I spit for Rakim at a concert in Cary, North Carolina about maybe 3 years ago now. All right. I'm sitting in the back room. It was a concert for like an old school concert. It was Rakim, Dougie Fresh, Blackstreet. So chilling with Teddy Riley. Found out Teddy Riley is half Panamanian, y'all.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like me, he half Panamanian. It's my Panamanian brother. Then I don't remember who else was there. Please forgive me. I'm sitting in the back of the concert, right? I'm sitting back there. It's Rakim.
She might be getting a call right now. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna jump to a video and we'll be right back.
No. Wait. Y'all ready now? Okay. Stop asking all of them questions. You worry about all my whereabouts. You damn right. You guessed it, bitch. You guessed it. I'm taking over this game. Give me my respect. Fuck your money and your fame. Now you stressing. You stressing? Cause now you hearing my name. Most better stay in your lane. Cause I'm running over these lanes. Who you checking? Only killers all around me. Catch me riding 1 or 2 deep. Keep them thoroughbreds around me. I'm on my day-to-day today. Grinding, trying to get to this cake. I've been working hard for free. Now it's time to eat. Now it's time to just take. I'm not being nice no more. Now it's time to go. Just as long as they know. They said go Hermosa. Said what you think I be doing out of these shows. Yeah. What you think we doing? Taking over. What you think we doing? Taking over. What you think we doing?
All right, yeah, we good? All right, bet.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? All right, go out and come right back in. I'm gonna go to Watch Me Kill Him. Just go back out, go out and come back in.
Oh, okay. All
right, we're gonna jump to Watch Me Kill Him and we'll be right back.
Let's see what's good.
watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em all. Watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em all. I'm about to murder, and it's on some easy shit. I'm about to body him, send him down the river quick. Ain't no thing to do it, cause you know I do it all. Tossing money in the air, fuck it, screw it all. And I'm hustling, morning to the crack of dawn. Money stacking up so hot, like the Taj Mahal. And I'm a crazy chick, you silly rabbit, crazy tricks. You think you're effing with my money? Use a silly bitch. And I'm work, grinding up so hard till it hurt. This is a boss's life, no, I don't rehearse. This is murder, no casket, no hearse. It's getting ugly, homie, body bags laid out. Got your name for each one of y'all made out. It's murder capital, Tombstone City, bitch. Ain't no stopping me, I'm grinding hard till I'm rich. Ain't nobody fucking with me. Mosca Flux, first lady Flux with me. Watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em all. Watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em all. Ain't nobody fucking with me. Mosca Flux, first lady Flux with me. Watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em all. Watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em all. Watch me kill 'em, every last one of them. Body bag, toe tap music's how I'm running shit. And they talking, yeah, I hear 'em talking. Doing all that barking, don't see 'em walking now. Pussy ass motherfuckers, God don't love ya. Think you're effing with the queen, I'm above ya. And they talking shit, just to stay relevant. I think you fucked yourself, should've stayed celibate. I'm on a natural high, yeah, stay hella bent. You ain't done the shit I done, I been where I been. Should've been a little tougher since you on my skin. I didn't choose this life actually chose me. But I was down to ride, down to make history. I see the copycats, a whole bunch of wannabes. They all generic drugs, find they ass at Dollar Tree. And use a damn lie if you never heard of me. Ain't nobody fucking with me. Mosca Flux, first lady Flux with me. Watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em all. Watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em all. Ain't nobody fucking with me. Mosca Flux, first lady Flux with me. Watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em all. Watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em, watch me kill 'em all.
Watch me kill them all. Watch me kill them. Watch me kill them. Watch me kill them all.
That's what's happening these days, right?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. So, all right, before we jump to that, we're going to talk about that video right there. We were talking about Rakim, the experience. You say battle, you rap for Rakim. What was that like?
My bad. Somebody called. That somebody was Debo. Debo, you fired. Why you calling me right now? I'm in an interview, son. Like, you supposed to be watching this.
Queen of the Ring.
Calling me to tell me when he gonna drop my damn battle. I don't know why the hell you was calling me. I'm sorry. I'm playing. I love you, Debo.
Debo, Queen of the Ring.
What are you talking shit for? Nah, Debo's my guy, man. He's the reason I'm even hearing battle rap for real. But Rakim, man, I was talking about respect from peers. I was sitting in the back room that day, and a young brother, I don't know who he is, God forgive me, but I don't know him, but he knew me, and he was like, yo, Flux, you, I had just done the Juneteenth festival in Durham.
Right.
And the year before, and he was asking me if I was going to do it that year, but it was kind of going on at the same time that this concert was going on. So I was like, I couldn't do both this year. So I had, I'm gonna choose this. Right. So he was like, yo, he gonna sit there in the room and tell everybody, yo, y'all know who this is? This is Mosca Flux.
Wow.
You crazy? Like, this is Rakim. What are you talking about? I'm not nobody. Shut up. Like, be quiet. You know what I'm saying? I had opened up that day for the concert. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of the major artists were not there yet. You know, everybody was chilling, doing their thing. So they probably didn't see me perform, you know, an opening act anyway. So,
wow.
I'm sitting back there. He's like, yo, this is Mosca Flux, blah, blah, blah. He was like, yo, spit something. Well, I just told you how I was raised.
Right. Pressure.
So if you call me out, well, here's the stage. I'm in this little ass room, and I'm talking about I only have like 2 feet of room between me and everybody sitting down in this backstage little room behind the concert amphitheater, whatever. And I made that shit my stage.
Wow.
I stood up, said fuck it, and I started freestyling. I started spitting for Rakim. And when I was done, he pulls me to the side. He took a picture with me, everything, you know what I'm saying? And he said, yo, you hungry.
Right.
You nice. Keep going. So that right there was everything for me. I said, y'all don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Right. The God MC himself said, Flitty the Kid is fire. She nice. She hungry. She got it. And y'all can't tell me nothing. So there you have it.
That's a fact
so
right there.
That support from your peers, yeah, it definitely goes a long way.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like you said, the God MC, Rakim. So we're talking about one of the greatest lyricists ever
of all time. I can't even say he's my peer. We're not even on the same level. You know what I'm saying? Wow. Like, but for someone like that level of notoriety and respect, especially when it comes to bars, and he heard my bars that day, and to even get the slightest compliment from this man meant everything to me. It just meant everything to me. You know what I'm saying? And just little moments like that in my career have just kept me going. Yeah, it keeps you going. It keeps you going.
And that's real right there. We also played a clip of you at the NC State Fair, I think it was.
Yes.
Yes. I seen a couple familiar faces. Shame Gang, he's doing big things. He
was a baby in the game back then.
Right.
Let me tell you,
flex on him
me, and he's gonna hate me for saying that shit, but I don't give a fuck because it's true. You know, but now he's out here doing big tours with rapper Big Pooh. You see what I'm saying? We all have grown, like all of those MCs, like everybody in that film right there, just so y'all know, they were all MCs. You know what I'm saying? All those men standing there were all dope, legit MCs standing next to me. And it feels really, really good, you know what I'm saying, as a woman, to be able to stand next to them. And you see us like, you know, our camaraderie in the video, we all laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm respected. I'm loved. And yo, that's everything. That's everything right there.
Yeah, and that's a fact right there. So to see how far everybody's came from the video now, how does that feel? Like looking back, like to see y'all growth and to see everybody still working. How does that feel?
I mean, I'm proud. I'm proud because, you know, in this game, like so many people come and go overnight all the time. We've seen so many new rappers come to light, and then all of a sudden they're gone. You know, and that just comes from people thinking that this grind is an overnight sensation type situation, and it's not. You know, this is get it out the mud, you know, unless you you know, you filthy rich and you got a plug already, you know, into the game, you know, this is get it out the mud, and you're earning your stripes and your respect the whole way. To see the people that I still see today still doing their thing, you know, like OC from NC was in that clip. Shame Gang was in that clip as well. You're freezing, Sion. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you. You good. You good.
Oh, okay, good, because you froze there. So, you know, I know those fellas are still at it and still grinding, still climbing and doing really big things. And to be able to be in that clip and say, I'm one of them too. That's a great feeling. Like, that's a grand feeling right there.
That's a grand feeling right there. And we played the video. Watch Me Kill Him. That's the jam right there. That's definitely another banger right there. What was it like shooting that video?
What was it like? It was crazy. That was a whole day situation. Like, hold on, I'm gonna turn this heat off because it's loud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people.
No, you good. You good. Yeah, y'all already know what it is.
Hear my boy, and y'all need to hear me. So, Watch Me Kill Him. Oh my God. So, yeah, that was a whole. Yeah, I want to say that video was that video wasn't as bad as the bitch video I did. I want to say this video might have only been 6 hours.
6 hours.
6 hours.
Right.
Bitch video was like a good 8 to 10 hours.
Right.
You know, and I direct my videos.
Wow.
The Watch Me Kill Him was directed by me and my boy Precise Politics.
Salute
Shout
to
out to him.
Precise. Right.
And he's a Gemini too, so he's got a really crazy mind. And so he came up with you know, those portions with like the pig
Right.
mask and, you know, all of that, you know what I'm saying? And they brought the guns were real.
Right.
Stuff like that, you know. I collaborated with him on that. But yeah, that was, I want to say, how many scenes or different places were we? Maybe only 2 in that one versus the bitch video, which we were in numerous different scenes. When I try to do my videos, I try to actually have like something going on, you know,
Right.
like a plot. We're not just going to be standing in the living room jumping around spitting our bars, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
something's going on, we're somewhere, we're doing something, you know what I mean? There's a storyline. So filming that video was actually really fun. It was fun, but it is a lot of work.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask, because it's like people see the 5 minutes, right? They don't know the work that goes on behind it. So you said one was 10 hours, 10 to 12 hours. That one was about 6 to 8 hours, right? So what is it like as the artist? You already have it. Plus you're directing it. You got the ideas, you're putting it together. So to see it come together, how does that feel for you?
It feels really good. It feels really good to you know, get your project off the ground and know that you did that. You
Right.
did that. You put in the work, and now here is, from that work it has come to life, you know. Here is this baby, this project that you created. And you and me, I take pride in my work, so I never want to do nothing that's half-assed. The
Facts.
world doesn't know this, but there is one video that I did in the very beginning of my career that has never seen the light of day. And that's just because the editing was horrible.
Right. Right.
The editing was horrible, and and unfortunately the scenes that we had, we could never recreate.
Right.
Yeah, it was that good. It was that good, and I was very disappointed with that. But I say that to say that I always want to put my best foot forward. And once you put stuff out there, guys, it is forever.
It's forever.
It's forever. So be mindful, so that when you sit in spaces like this and you're talking to Sion, you know what I'm saying, on the Proof podcast, and he
Right.
pulls your shit up, you want to be proud of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want to be proud of the work that you have out there for the world to see. You don't want to look back and be like, I could have done that a little better. You know, you want to say, yeah, I see my growth, but I did my thing. You know what I'm saying? For where I
That's it.
was in that time, I put 100% into that. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that you gave it your all, and it comes out all right. That's the greatest reward right there.
Yeah, and that's a fact. And I'm glad you said that, because I did my research. I actually have the footage of your very first show.
Oh, for real?
No, I'm just.
Oh shit! Like, no way.
No. I'm joking. But let me
Like,
ask
no
you.
way. No way you got that. No way
No,
you got to exclude. Somebody's gonna. No, it's never seen the light of day. It's never been
I'm
posted.
teasing. No, I'm teasing. Yo, but let me ask you, being an artist and being a creator, right? What's your favorite part of the process? Is it the writing part, the recording, the performance, or the video? What's your favorite part of the process?
The performance.
The performance. Yeah, the
The
energy.
performance. Yep. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
me. I'm energy geek. You know what I'm saying? I need that energy. I love the stage. That's why I always say the stage is my home. You're not fucking with me on that stage, bro. You're not. I don't need 30 motherfuckers on that stage. I'm going to rock that bitch by myself.
Facts.
I'm gonna have everybody entertained, just one person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they, you know, say MC, you know, mic control, you know, you gotta control the crowd too, you know. So I practice my performances, you know, and making sure that I'm not just standing in one place and doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you know, I got, by the time I'm done, I'm gonna have you singing my song with me. You know what I'm saying? So When my first single was out, I was like, Dame Espacio, guess what the whole crowd was saying? Give me space. Right. I mean, when I say Dame Espacio, y'all say give me space. Dame Espacio, give me space. You see what I'm saying? So I love that. That's where it's like, okay, now I can see, like, all of y'all online, you can like my shit or ignore my shit or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Right. But right here, right now, I can see your face. Right. And I can see your expression. And I can see if you like my shit or not. And I don't give a fuck. By the time I'm done, you're gonna like my shit. And I see you rock it, even if you don't. You're like, yo, I kind of, you know what I'm saying? I kind of flux with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it's so beautiful to see people that have never seen you before, and then you gradually see them like start to love you right then and there while you're on stage, and then all of a sudden, they're like, this for you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that right there is everything. That's the greatest reward. That's the reward after the project, after the video, after everything for me, is that stage and that one-on-one with my audience. Wow. I'm going to take you back, flashback. One of the greatest epic performances I've seen from you, right? What? Where? You had two guys on the dog chain. Oh, shit! Yeah. Do you remember that day? You remember that show? Yeah. All right, let's talk about what gave you that idea and what was that like? Because that was one of the most epic performances I ever seen in NC, period. Okay, I'm gonna give credit to LP, man. LP, like I had, you know, a really good team. Right. Really good team, creative team. And we were at a fashion show. Yeah. We're at a fashion show, and so you see me like change clothes and everything in between the performance and stuff. And that was his idea, you know, that's his thing, is models, you know. So he had these two model guys, and he's like, yo, you're gonna put them on a leash and you're gonna perform. I just see you doing this. He was always great with these like grand ideas. So when y'all doing y'all thing, don't be closed-minded, you know, to ideas or you know, just creative ideas from your peers, because that took me a long way. You know what I mean? You can't do everything by yourself, honestly. Like, it still takes teamwork, you know, just to create one artist, one performance, something great, a whole project. There's still other people with their hands on that gym, you know. And yeah, he definitely had his hands on that performance, and I followed through, and it was crazy. That performance was crazy. And that's one of the most memorable performances. And again, salute to LP. Not only did you do that, you talked about it a little bit. You had to say something show. Yes. Stuff like that. So let's talk about that a little bit. And how did y'all first connect, you and LP? And what was that experience like? Me and LP connected years ago on Facebook. Okay. So the first thing I ever did that got me noticed was a TV show called The Business TV back in 2013. The Business TV. Do you remember that? Yeah, I remember that. Salute to them. Yeah, and I was hosting and interviewing artists, and it was on a local channel on TV. I was on TV, y'all. But it was a local channel here in Carolina, and LP was doing an award show. And so he just put you know, like a post out and said, hey, you know, I need a female host. Who's somebody you guys recommend? And my name came up the most. So me and LP did so much work together over those next 4 or 5 years. It was crazy. We did so much work. You know, he got me into the fashion world and the modeling world and stuff because that's what he does. But that just gave me more stuff under my resume. You know what I mean? So he was like, okay, well, Mosca Flux it is. Called me. You know, and I'm like, all right, so what we doing, you know? And I'm coming there all nice, and I meet my girl Sabrina for the first time, my clothing sponsor. You hear me? Like, blessings. I meet my clothing sponsor Sabrina from Outer Skin too, and she dresses me for the first time. Wow. And so I'm back there like, hey, how you doing? And da 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 da. So when I get outside and I get on the stage and I get on the mic, she always says like, she didn't know who the hell I was. She had to open the curtain from the back and be like, is that the same girl? Wow. Is that the same girl out there talking like that? And I'm like, hey, how y'all doing tonight? Da-da-da-da, we doing this, we doing that. You know, I get into that mode.
Right.
You know, so they're like, damn, I just seen her come to life. She was all quiet and chill back here, da-da-da-da, shit. And then the next thing you know, we live, you know, and from there, me and LP continued to work, and the Say Something talk show was born. Okay. Now the Say Something talk show was crazy, and it was really good because it was an opportunity for the audience to talk their shit.
Right.
So, you know, you ever watch shows and you be like, you want to say something, you yelling at the TV like, oh man, that ain't right. Nah, dog, like you shouldn't have done that. Why you get back with her or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Well, this show was specifically made for you. You know what I'm saying? So we would throw out topics, and then we had mic girls walk around, and our audience would speak their mind. So that's why it was called Say Something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Say Something talk show, I think we did that up until, I don't know, 2018 maybe?
Yeah, had a good run. It was
a good
nice
run. We trying to bring it back, but LP is a photographer now. He just be doing, you know, big things.
Big things.
That boy don't ever stop. You see what I'm saying? When you're a creator, you just continue to evolve. You know what I'm saying? So now he's a whole photographer. Shout out to my boy LP, One Click Photography. Okay. He's done a slew of my pictures, of course. You know, but we need to get on that page. It's just we so busy doing other things now. And now I'm a battle rapper.
Right. Who would have thought? And while we talking about him, to be honest, this is a fun fact for the fans and the people watching. LP gave me one of my first big shows.
Really?
So definitely. Yeah, that's how I got in the game. On the LP show, it was a fashion show in Garner. He had the Garner Auditorium. And somebody had mentioned my name. He said, bring him out.
I think I remember seeing a clip of that too, for real.
Yeah, throwback.
Do. Yes. Throwback. See what I'm saying? And network, man. Network. Yeah, rubbing elbows. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I love about Carolina. You see how we've all interconnected with people that have put us in certain places, and then you continue to grow and evolve from there. Yeah. And now look, you got a whole podcast, homie.
Look at us now.
You see what I'm saying? Doing big things. See what I'm saying? So God is good, man. God
is definitely good. So let me ask you, talking about God is good. If you had to pick 3 of your best memories that stood out the most, best moments in your career, what would they be?
That's hard. Okay. I got to make this genuine and pure. So I got to really think.
Okay.
3 best moments. 3 best moments. I would say one was definitely you know, opening up for that concert. With, you know, I was opening up for when I said I was opening up for Rakim and stuff, that concert was really big. And that was probably one of the biggest crowds I ever rocked. You know, I think for me, it's like the bigger the stage, the better. You know, so big stage, Cary, Cocoa Booth Amphitheater. That was an amazing feeling. Another staple, I would say dropping my first album.
Dropping the first album.
You know, Spanish Fly Volume 1. That was a very solo project. It was very, very personal. I did almost everything for that album, and I took pride in doing everything, because I was like, I gotta do this. Like, I would drop mad singles, you know, year after year, and I would be so busy booked with shows that I couldn't put a project together. You see what I'm saying? Just keep dropping singles and you keep performing all of them, you know? But I needed a solid project. And finally making, a solid project, making that album, and knowing that I did like the cover. I did that cover myself.
Oh wow! So
I
you
made
did the
that cover.
graphics and the artwork and all that.
I did the cover myself. And you can't imagine like the late nights I was up and revamping, changing, the lettering, how it looked. And I'm sending it to my peers and being like, do you like this one or this one? Do you like this one or this one? And they so goofy, they can't see the difference between the two.
That's a fact.
Because it's different because you
Right.
made it. I'm like, no, don't you see that that's not there? This is here.
They
So
don't see it.
no, they're not into it like you. So, so yeah. But yeah, I that right there, I was very proud of myself for that. Next I'll say me having the heart to even venture into battle rap.
Right.
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like from beginning to now, certain things that stand out to me, and that's definitely one of them, because Queen of the Ring was brought to my attention like a couple years ago. Right. And I think that a couple years ago, I didn't have the faith in myself, to really do it. I'm like, I'm not a battle rapper, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't battle rap, but after, my first battle and getting the love that I got and seeing like, I can do this. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's definitely one of those moments.
Yeah, and that's a real thing right there. So let's talk about the evolution of Mosca Flux, right? Knowing what you know now in the game, if you can go back, right, to the young Baby G, what's three tips or three things that you would tell her as far as advice?
Don't let life slow you down.
Don't let life slow you down.
Stay consistent.
Stay consistent.
And what would I tell you, little girl? What would I tell you? I'm trying to think, how could I change her mindset if I was talking to her back then? Right. I would tell her, stay down. Stay down. Don't ever quit. Don't let life deviate you from your journey, because I feel like a lot of times throughout my career, a lot of my personal life made me, deviate. And of course, me being a woman, and then on top of that being an empath, I'm a super emotional creature. Right. So when I go through shit, I go through shit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that will stall my creative ability. Right. I feel like, even like my Flitty Chronicles, I tell my audience all the time, like, if I'm not delivering a Flitty Chronicle to you every week, then maybe my spirit isn't in a good place. And I want to deliver my energy in the purest form. And so if I'm not in a good place, I can't give it to you. I just can't. You know what I'm saying? But I would at least say to myself, like, even if your spirit may not be in the right place, still continue to write, still stay consistent, still stay down. Because you know that at the end of the day, when you're done going through what you're going through, you're still going to come back to this. This is still going to be your love today, tomorrow, and forever. Yeah. So love that, and let that continue to distract you, from what is going on in your life. And I know that there's a lot of artists out there that can relate to that. You know what I mean? That have gone through hardships. They could have, lost family, financial hardship or whatever, because this game is not cheap. You know what I'm saying? Videos aren't free. Studio time is not free. You know what I'm saying? This shit costs money. And it costs money. You're an investment. You are your own investment, so yeah, those are some, I would say a whole lot more to her, but those are some things I would say to her.
Yeah, and that's a fact right there. You just said a powerful thing as artists, right? We have our personal lives. The audience, a lot of times, they don't care what we're going through. They want you to perform. So I'm going to give you a real example.
You're a machine.
You're a machine. Just right now, in the last 7 days, I had 2 deaths. An aunt, childhood friend.
I'm so sorry.
So leading up to the show, it's
oh my God.
You're grieving, you're going through, but it's like, when we turn it on, we have to leave all that to the side. But then it's like, this is for Carolina. It's like, we got Mosca Flux coming. I'm a fan. I know you. Like, to see where she's going. This is not only for the culture, but it means something to me. So the show must go on. But let me ask you, as an artist.
Damn, that's real. I appreciate you.
It's all love.
My condolences, my brother, for real.
Thank you. I appreciate it. As an artist, how do you balance the two? Because like you said, you're an artist, you're a mom, you have feelings, you got your regular life. How do you balance everything and keep it together?
I've been asked that question a million times.
Right.
And I feel like I just keep adapting. I just keep having to adapt to whatever's going on. And throughout the years, I mean, I remember, like, because of this pandemic, I'm not performing as much, but I remember performing 3 or 4 times a week and being away from home all the time. And then you're working a 9 to 5, you know what I mean? So you may not even be seeing your family as much, but my motivation was always that I'm doing this for them and that I'm sacrificing now so that in the future they'll be okay. How do I keep the balance? I think that I've been learning all these years how to keep the balance. I can't tell you guys that you're going to start this journey and you're going to be well grounded, that you're going to be balanced, and that you're going to be able to juggle a million things all at one time and your head is not going to explode. I'm not going to lie to y'all. That's not going to happen. You're going to learn to adapt or you're going to quit.
Facts.
That's it. That's all it is. And throughout the years, I've been learning, as I progress. And like I said, there was times that shit made me stagnant. Shit made me fall back. You know what I'm saying? Some things may have been too grand for me to overcome at the time, that made me slow down my pace. I always tried to stay relevant, at least, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I feel like there were moments where I could have went harder, but there were things that were going on that were, so now, different perspective, fast forward to now, it's like, no, I have to stay focused because I know that at the end of the day, this is what's going to benefit me and my family. And I can't let these other things, see, I would put these other things as a priority, or let them affect me like a priority. And so now it's like, you got to choose which one is going to be your real priority. Is it going to be your personal life and your relationships or whatever is going on? You know what I'm saying? Is that going to be your priority and you're going to let that affect you, or you're going to adapt and evolve? What I learned throughout the years was that no matter what or who was affecting you, at the end of the day, those things are not going to be forever. And when you're done dealing with those things that are not forever, this is still here. You know what I'm saying? Your dreams and your goals are still here. So it's like, why did I stop? Because this was going on. Or why did I stop? Because look, now they're not here now.
Right.
And that's what I want to tell, the people that are listening, is that whatever it is that you're going through, or whoever's stressing you, or whatever's stressing you, it's not forever and it's not going to be here forever. But what is forever is your goals, your dreams, your aspiration, your drive, your motivation to be great. That is forever. Even if you don't feel it in that moment when you're going through shit, when that shit is dead and gone and you're well again and you're good, guess what? You're looking back like, damn, I wasted some time. I should have been, so now the perspective has changed. It's, hey, thank you. It's make your passion, your dream, your priority. Make it your business to be your priority and not let anything infiltrated.
Okay. And I got 3 questions, then we're going to talk about the new project right quick.
Okay.
But before we get to the project, I got 3 real questions. We've been, now we're going to get deep real quick. Just take a moment, reflect, right? One of the hardest times in your life, we don't need to go into the details. One of the hardest moments, right? Where it's like, yo, everything is not going the way it's supposed to. Everything's falling apart. Your dream is on the other side. You just talked about it. You know where you want to go. Right now, it's like everything is going against that. What got you through that moment?
What got me through? I want to say self-reflection.
Self-reflection. That's real.
Reflecting on myself. Because we could blame the world, but one thing we have to do at the end of the day is be accountable for ourselves and our actions.
That's a fact.
And, some things you can't help, but some things you knew better.
Right.
And I, at those times when I was growing and going through shit, I started to self-reflect, and that created healing. Yep. And I learned to meditate.
Right.
I learned to start taking care of me.
Facts.
Because the type of person I am is I'm a very selfless person. Right. And so I take care of everybody before I take care of myself. And I feel like inside, like, that's the right thing to do. And even if I like took care of me and did extra nice shit for myself or bought myself some expensive shit, somehow I felt guilty.
Right.
Somehow I felt guilty. Right. I learned more about me. Self-love. A lot of self-love. That's one thing that I think definitely helped me get through, because you can't imagine, like, the people that you encounter on this journey, they're not all for you.
Right.
And even when you're doing great things, not everybody is saying you're doing great things. Sometimes the closest people to you can tear you down.
The most.
Sometimes the closest people to you don't believe in you. Sometimes strangers believe in you more than your own family.
Right.
They think you're doing this for no reason. You're wasting your time. A lot of self-awareness and self-reflection and knowing who you are is going to get you through it.
Yeah.
That's going to get you through it, because if you know who you are, then you know what you want.
Right. And knowing your worth. So let me ask, question number 2. We're going to get to the album. We got 3. That was the hardest one. You can take a breath. Breathe. All right, we good. That was the hardest one. All right. Number 2. If Baby G could talk to Mosca Flux today, what would she say to you?
Bitch, you harder than that. That's what she would say.
Wow. She'd say you harder than that. Do you think she would be proud of you?
She would say, bitch, how you get so soft?
Wow.
That's what she would say.
Wow.
Little me. But that's where that healing comes in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And letting her know that I got you. You don't have to be so strong anymore. You don't have to be so tough and rough around the edges anymore. I got you now. You know what I'm saying? Thank you so much. I appreciate
that's my cousin Cruz right there. He's an engineer as well.
Hey, shout out to Cuzzo.
All right.
Yeah. What was I saying? He messed me up.
Oh man! All right, Cruz, you're being a distraction now. That's what you were talking about. How she don't have to be so strong now, and that you.
Yes. Yeah. She don't have to be so strong no more. Yeah, that's really deep psychological therapeutic shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So those that like know about that, then y'all know you gotta tell your younger self, I got you, because sometimes the child in you is still alive. You know what I'm saying? That childhood trauma in you is still living, and you're still moving out of it, and you don't know.
Right.
You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So baby G was a little crazy. So she was a little more ignorant, and she would definitely say to me, bitch, you harder than that, and bitch, how you get so soft? You know what I'm saying? But I tell her, little ass, sit the fuck down.
Right. All right. Let me ask.
You
Do
the
you
one
think
got me
she'll
in
be
all this
proud?
trouble to begin with.
Do you think she's proud of you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So the last question.
Peace.
Last question. Before we get to the project, for any up and coming artists, right? Knowing what you know now, male or female, what advice would you give the up and coming artists?
Be strategic.
Strategic.
Be selective as hell on who you work with, who you deal with, who you let in your circle, your atmosphere, because all of these things, as creators, all of these things can they can help, they can deviate you into different directions. You know what I'm saying? Someone that you love and care for could tell you, oh no, I think you should be doing more of this now, and now you're doing stuff that's out of your element. So stay pure to yourself, stay real and true to you. If you feel that what you are doing is it, then stick with it. Don't let no one tell you any different. Believe in yourself when no one else does. Stay at it. In many days that nobody believed in the kid, but I'm here now.
Right.
All right. So yeah, for all my newcomers, all my creative babies, that are being birthed, and some of you are even scared to be heard, but you want to be heard. Like I wanted to be heard in that cipher back in the 90s.
Right.
Just jump in there.
Just jump in there.
Jump in. Just jump in. You'll swim, I promise. We all can float.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just jump in. And even if I remember my first time ever performing, I stumbled on my words. And I just thought like it was the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, like I performed and I stumbled. I almost forgot my words.
Right.
But you're going to get better. That's what this is for.
Right.
This is practice, for the real deal. And all that practice I did here in North Carolina is now for the real deal, and it shows.
Yeah.
So stay down. Stay down on your marathon, 10 toes down, like my boy Nipsey always said. You know what I'm saying? Stay 10 toes down and run your marathon.
Run your marathon at your own pace, at your pace.
At your own pace.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Don't do what nobody else telling you to do, unless you feel like it's some serious, genuine, advice. But other than that, the greatest thing I could tell you is stay pure, stay true to you. Stay true to you. Don't ever sell out on what you want to do.
Yeah, and that's a fact right there. So now, all right, the topic at hand. This is what the whole world's been waiting for. Spanish Fly 2. What can people expect with the Spanish Fly 2? Yo, when is it dropping?
Back in this bitch. Spanish Fly Volume 2. We lit. That shit gotta drop this year. Yeah. I can't tell y'all when because I'm still working on it.
Okay.
I'm still working on it. I'm still writing. But I'm writing.
Right.
Okay. I'm 4 songs in.
Okay.
I'm 4 songs in. I think that I might go to like 10, maybe 12.
Okay.
This album is going to be I want to say more mainstream. I want to say it's going to be I want to call it happy music.
Happy music. You're the happiest space now.
Turn up music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That bright music. It's just going to be like really dope bars. I'm not going to say it's going to be soft. I want to say like my first Spanish Fly. I don't want to say it was like I want to say it was emotional.
Right.
There was some where I'm snapping. And I feel like the project could have been, I feel like it was kind of like, I don't want to say like all over the place, but the feeling of it, was, it was kind of like high and low. It's like high and low to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying? I'll be real with myself about about my work. You know what I'm saying? Um, this time, I feel like, because that first album, if y'all know me, then y'all know that there were some songs on there that were singles, that I talked about like before I made a project. So some of the singles that were already out were just put on this project. So it wasn't like they were all new songs, and it followed a consistent theme.
Right.
I want to say Spanish Fly Volume 2 will do that for you guys.
Dope.
All right. It's all new.
All new.
All new, baby. All new.
We got a
Okay.
comment asking is there
And
any singles?
consistent snapping
Right.
all the way. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, oh, we like Bar Goddess. But then y'all wanted to stop listening after Bar Goddess. That was the first song on the album, by the way. Because I snapped on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, well, that's what y'all want to hear. Okay, I got y'all. Right. Y'all want to hear Flitty snap. Right. So, and it's kind of like with battle rap, they like to see me snap. Right. I got complaints,
What producers are you drawing inspiration from?
Well, some producers that I've already worked with are going to be on this album. One being my boy Streety Baby, shout out to him. Okay. DNA Productions. And damn it, he is a new producer for me. What is his name? Flitty, why are you going blank right now? Oh my God, he's fired too, man. Wow. I feel so bad he's gonna kill me. Oh man. I wish I could go and
right.
I can't go and look right now, but it starts with a Tory Terrain, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, y'all will see it on the album. Damn it. Right. Okay, how about that?
Right. Salute to him.
But he's fire. And I'm still looking for more producers. So if you guys are, willing to work with the kid, I would really appreciate you if you hit me up. I'm definitely looking for more beats and some new flavor. So, moscaflux@gmail.com.
That's a fact right there. So let me ask, what type of style, what type of vibes are you looking for?
I am looking for a mainstream sound.
Okay.
More mainstream, commercial. I want something I can snap on. So maybe a little trappish. A little trappish kind of sound, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to stay with the times. One thing about me is like, I want to stay evolving.
Right.
I don't want to sound like it's 1996.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and beats producers are definitely the key to that.
Right.
Producers are definitely the key to the all around sound of your track. So yeah, I need some new age futuristic shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I need some Missy Timberland shit. You know what I'm saying? So hit the
next
kid.
Level.
I'm trying to make a hit. Like I want to make a monster. You know what I'm saying? I want to make a monster. I want to make nothing but monsters on this album. I want to make nothing but hits on this album because at this point, like, no longer do I need to just put a project together for my peers to be happy. Now this is for me. This is for me to take me to the next level and for y'all to really, really take me seriously as a mainstream artist.
Yeah, and that's a fact right there. So let me ask, is it going to be any heritage? You're Panamanian. You mixed. Is we going to have any of that influence on the project?
Well, I'm fully Panamanian. I'm no capper.
Oh, wow.
I'm 100% Panamanian, mother and father, island baby. So will there be? Yes, of course. I'm definitely, throughout the years, I've learned to incorporate more Spanish into my music. I wasn't very confident about it in the very beginning, to be honest with you. I speak Spanish, you know what I'm saying? But do I rap in Spanish? No. You know what I'm saying? I got cousins that do reggaeton. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's in the family, but me rap all the way in Spanish, no. But throughout the years, I've been getting my practice on, and just to drop a little hint and a little exclusive, I did it in this last battle that hasn't dropped yet. So
Wow.
you
So it's
know,
coming.
I dropped a little Panamanian swag in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In Espanol. Nobody knew what the hell I said, but they was like, that was fire.
Right. That's the thing. It's like, because you can switch up that versatility. So I hate to put you on the spot. I hope we still be friends. Would you give us 8 bars?
No. I was like, no, I'm tired and I'm hot as shit. But I mean, I guess I could. Let me see what the fuck I can think of right now. I think that I want to say that this hasn't you guys haven't heard this yet.
It's exclusive.
It's exclusive. I'm trying to think of these bars because I gotta go look in my archives up here.
All right.
We would. Okay. All right. I think at least I got 8 bars up here.
All right.
All right. We with the shits, it's a rap now. Got a fat ass, he gon' tap out. When I handle my business and kill it so vicious, I'm putting them down for a nap now. Rockabye, let them all die. Homicide on the south side. Some say I'm crazy, don't ever betray me. I'm putting it down like I'm left eye. Honestly, I'm a bad bitch. Got a bag, but I ain't switched. Got a bag, but I ain't switched. Some say I'm crazy, don't ever betray me.
Yeah, you killed him.
I think I skipped some bars there.
You killed him though. It's all
No,
good.
I think I like the left eye line was supposed to come now, and my brain is telling me that I said it too soon. You know how that should be. You're like, hold up, wait a minute, I said that shit too soon. But y'all good. Y'all can hear the kid. Y'all know I rap.
You killed him, yeah. And that's the thing right there is in the proof. The proof is in the pudding. Yo, bars right there, and they know that you're definitely a legend. You're definitely certified out here. You're definitely putting it down. Again, so yo, at this point, is there anything that we may have missed that we need the people to know about?
Got a new battle coming.
And it's dropping.
Well, that's dropping hopefully soon. This happened in Miami against Looney Divine. If y'all don't know who Looney Divine is, y'all need to look mommy up. She's like, original battle rapper, you know what I'm saying, from back in the day, from Cali. She was a heavy hitter. She came out of retirement for the kid, so I appreciate her for that. And that was a really good look, you know what I'm saying? She's damn near legendary, you know what I'm saying? And I battled her in Miami and did my thing. But not only that, I was just recently hit up for a battle.
Wow.
And I don't know, like I'm like teeter-tottering on the edge of like saying and not saying because it wasn't absolutely confirmed yet. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna be with the shits tonight, Sion, and we're going to tell the exclusive.
Let's do it.
And let's hope that OTFMZ is watching because I know that they'll pick this shit up.
Right.
If y'all don't know who look, I always gotta give them their props and shit because OTFMZ, like, I swear they got spies all over the world. Anytime some tea like is aired, they are there for it. You know what I'm saying? Somehow they know they there like everywhere. So I wouldn't be surprised. But I was offered Lady Caution.
Lady Caution. Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really good name for me right now. You know what I'm saying? Lady Caution. I fucks with Lady Caution. You know what I'm saying? I met her when I went to my first caffeine show in California a couple months back. And she's really cool. So and I like her work. So I feel like that's a good challenge for me where I am right now. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with you, Caution, but I'm gonna have to get you out of here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get you out of here. You know what I mean? And I mean, that's what was offered to me. Homie was like, let's do it or whatever. I gotta get like the full confirmation on it, but I am definitely with the shits. I definitely want to take that battle. You know what I'm saying? So
that'll be a good look for you.
So you got the exclusive.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna blow it up. We're gonna blow it up. It's out there now. So
it's out there now. It's out there now.
Yeah, I wish I had a bomb to drop like Funk Flex. Yo, so when it goes down, they heard it first here on The Proof, and that's definitely Lady Caution. Salute to her.
Yeah,
she's definitely doing her thing. So let me ask you, right? How would you prepare for that? Don't give it out. Don't give it your secrets. How do you get in?
Tell you like how I'm gonna prepare for that?
We'll do it after. We'll do it after. We'll do it once we get up there. They don't need to know because they got spots too.
They don't need to know because see, battle rap is so like you gotta be mindful, like the stuff that you do and what you say, what you post, what you express about yourself. And I'm like such a transparent, vulnerable ass person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I find my strength in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed to say, you know what I'm saying, I'm an empath or I'm able to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a superpower because everybody can't do that. Like everybody can't be their realest self all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like they putting up a face, a mask, a facade, even when they're doing interviews like this, you know what I'm saying? They're still in character, you know what I mean? But right now you really talking to me, you know what I'm saying? You really talking to me. So I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like that makes that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That makes me different. And I'm okay with, I'm comfortable, being uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? But with battle rap, I have learned that I've got to be, somewhat mindful. I got to be somewhat mindful of what I express about myself. You know what I'm saying? Because people are going to take that information and use it against you. Even being as real as I was in my first battle, when you watch my second battle, you'll hear Shorty talk about the shit that I said in my first battle.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So that's it right there. Like, it's different. It's a whole different ball game in battle rap world. So I'm learning.
Yeah, and you got this. So that's the thing. You got the city behind you. So at this point, I want to give you your flowers. Again, I'm definitely proud of you. Like to see your growth over the years. To be, out here with you and see how you climb and you continue to stay consistent and you're going further. Like I said, a lot of females that I know, I don't know too many people from Carolina that made it to the Queen of the Ring.
My girl, Miss Lisa.
Miss Lisa, salute to her. Now I'm gonna have to go check. Baby. I'm gonna have to go check her out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do. Yep, she did. See, I can't be standing up here and not keep it a bag when I know some information. You know what I'm saying? Miss Lisa made it to Queen of the Ring. She's from the Bull City though. She's from Durham. She's from Durham. So she repping the Bull and I'm repping the R.
Repping the R.
You know what I'm saying? And then we had some other shorties there in Atlanta. I want to say they were from Fayetteville, North Carolina. That performed in Atlanta. So Carolina women, we here.
On the move.
We here. We definitely here.
Yeah, and that's the thing right there. And again, it's like, you're doing your thing. You've been consistently doing your thing. I appreciate you coming up here because sometimes people get too big. That's never been you. You know what I'm saying? You've always been genuine. Like you said, this is me. You've always been authentic. Got big respect for you, love, and all of that. And I definitely appreciate you coming up here and support you in everything that you're doing. I know it's only up from here.
Of course.
I know we flexing with you in Carolina. And it's Flitty Gang all day. So at this point, do you got any shout outs you want to give?
Yay. Yo, shout out to my city. Shout out to you, Sion. Shout out to the Proof Podcast. Thank you so much for having me and just giving me this platform in this moment to just air things out and speak my mind. Shout out to everybody that believes in me. Shout out to my new Queen of the Ring family that has, embraced me, accepted me, and showed me nothing but love and encouragement, on my new journey with them. You know what I'm saying? Just shout out to everybody that stands behind me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Debo. He's the reason why the kid even here now. Yo, just shout out to everybody that was there encouraging me, supported me, when I decided to take this leap from, artist to battle rapper. My family I love. They the reason why. You know what I'm saying? They the reason why at the end of the day. And shout out to me.
Definitely.
And shout out to me, like Snoop Dogg said, you know what I'm saying, for doing all this work and putting in all this time. You know what I'm saying? Mama, I made it. No, I'm saying?
Yeah, you're definitely making it. You're definitely making it. It's only up from here. So, yo,
It's
that's a
up
big
from
fact.
here.
Yeah, that's a big fact. So let them know where they can find you at and where can they follow your music and stuff like that.
Okay, so everything is Mosca Flux. As you see right there, just you can literally type that name in, and anything that I have is gonna pop up. I am the only one in the world that owns that name, and I mean that shit when I say it. I own that name.
Right.
It's trademark patent. That's mine. So speak to me nice when you say that name, and Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, you name it, the kid is there. um Instagram, Facebook, everything. I from the beginning of time, I always tried to keep the name the same so that you could always find me everywhere. So it is simply Mosca Flux. You could Google the kid and it's all there.
It'll pop up. So,
Yep.
okay. Before we go, what's the meaning behind the name, real quick?
Okay. This is one that like people like to ask me, because what the fuck is Mosca Flux? What the fuck is a Mosca? So Mosca means fly in Spanish. Back in 2008, Mosca Flux was born from a simple conversation. I had, finally got back into the studio and was actually recording music. And then, like, I had went from, street rapper, Baby G. You can't be Baby G forever. You know what I'm saying? So here I am now, my 20s, and I'm like, well, who the fuck am I? You know what I'm saying? So homie asked me, well, how do you say fly in Spanish? I said, well, mosca. But mosca is like a fly, like a bzz, bzz, you know what I'm saying, in Spanish. And he was like, you're mosca. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's exotic. That's different. Okay, I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm mosca. I am fly. Hence Spanish fly. You know what I'm saying? Mosca Flux. Now Flux came a little bit. The last name came a little bit later.
Okay.
Flux is a mathematical term actually, and it means something flowing through a certain time and space. And I flow. You know what I'm saying? Mosca Flux. You know what I'm saying? And then Flux turned into Flitty, and Flitty turned into Flitty Gang, and you see what I'm saying? So
evolution,
you know what I'm saying? So now, when people used to be like Flux, now they be like Flitty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And still universally, when I walk in the room, people be like, if they don't know how to say my first name, they still always say, I flux with it.
Right.
So I love that I've got those staples, you know what I'm saying? Those names that like just like forever ever. Like if you don't know how to say the first name, Mosca, you would just say Flux or I flux with it. So
and that's a fact right there. So all right, at this point right here, right? It's a perfect segue because we're about to sign off, right? I'm gonna let you sign us off, but then right after that, we're gonna give them the backstory. It's gonna be in your words. A couple other people are gonna tell their story. It's from your EPK. So we're gonna sign off with that, and then we're gonna jump into your EPK, and we're up out of here. So I'm gonna turn it over to you. Yeah, we want to thank everybody for tuning in. Whether y'all watched the live,
you went in and out, Sion. You went in and out. What did you say? I'm sorry.
All right, can you hear me now? You can hear me?
I mean, I can hear you. I mean, it was just like lagging. It was lagging.
All right, I'm gonna say it again. So what I was saying, we're gonna right after this, we about to sign off, but I'm gonna give it to you. We're gonna throw to your EPK, right?
Okay.
So we're gonna hear your side of the story. Then you got a couple other people narrating with you in the EPK. So you're gonna throw to that, and that's how we're gonna sign off. We want to thank everybody for tuning in, whether you watch the live or you watch the playback. Be sure to check the kid out, Mosca Flux. If you flux with it, support her music, support her name, support the brand on all stations, on all social media, on all platforms and stuff like that. She got music out right now. She got battles out right now. Be sure to check her battles out. You can find them mostly on YouTube. Is it Any Caffeine? Where can
it's
they find
on Queen of the Ring.
Queen of
the Ring channel. Yep.
Queen of the Ring on YouTube. Be sure to check that out. Mosca Flux on all music platforms. Mosca Flux on all social platforms. And again, yo, it's definitely an honor and a privilege to have you up here. Yo, and as always, love. So now I'm gonna throw it over to you. You can sign us off, and I'm gonna cue up the EPK, and then we're gonna let them see your story.
All right. Thank you so much, number one, for having me. All right. Shout out to the Proof Podcast. Thank you everybody for watching. Like you said, either you watched the live tonight. I know this has been 2 hours, you know what I'm saying, to tell this story. I appreciate y'all sticking with the kid and being interested enough to stick with the kid if you're watching live or the YouTube afterwards. You know what I'm saying? You guys make sure that you follow me on Instagram, please. I need them numbers. Okay. I need them numbers. So follow me on Instagram at Mosca Flux. Make sure that you guys download my music. I need all the support that I can get on this journey. So thank you again, Sion. I really appreciate you, man. I flux with you, man. Thank you.
I flux with you. You already know it. Yeah. So we're gonna throw it to the EPK. Everybody have a blessed week. We love y'all. One love, y'all.
My name is Mosca Flux. I'm representing my country, Panama. I'm an MC out of Raleigh, North Carolina.
Ain't nobody fucking with me. Mosca Flux, first lady Flux with me. I got you, baby, got you open, got you real tight. I know you're scared of loving, baby, but it's alright. I got you back and I'ma hold you down. Other's feet. We never shared sweaters or grew up on the same street. We never rode kites or hustle money just to eat. Never down to ride if I go when it was beat. Pressure bust pipes, we do the same, handle drama. Moving silence like them bad boys do it and spit the fluid for the drought of this type of music, the boom bap. Heavy metal, clear the room rap.
I started spitting when I was 12 years old. I was actually a poet at first. I just wrote poetry as a child, and then, I had friends that always rapped, so they told me when they heard my poetry that I should put that over a beat. But the first thing I did was just jump in the cypher and start freestyling.
How did I meet Mosca Flux? I met her in this very neighborhood in Briarcliff. This is kind of where we used to hang out back in the day. I knew her as Donna though, coming up, so that was she used to be one of the homies. She used to hang with all the fellas and, run around and do crazy stuff, She was a little thug back in the day, She was scary back in the day.
Oh my God, the first time I saw this kid, she was walking around my neighborhood. Saw her coming through with so much swag. Had to just see what her name was.
When did I meet Mosca? I met Mosca probably, I would say, it's been about 3-4 years. It seemed like it's been a lot longer because we just kind of connected. I do events, and I had an event called Divas Rock, and I needed somebody to host. So I went on Facebook like everybody does nowadays and did a search. Like I need a female host who's a good host, this, that, the third. And everybody started tagging people, and the name that got tagged the most was Mosca Flux.
I met Mosca when I went to a artist showcase here in Raleigh, North Carolina. I didn't go there to see anyone in particular. There was a lot of new artists performing, and when I saw her on stage, it was like that energy that she had and the crowd, how they reacted to her, that magnetic, charismatic personality. I could see it on stage as clear as day. And I didn't know her story. I didn't know what she had going on in her life. I didn't know if she was a star already. I didn't. I just knew I was instantly a fan.
You usually see her walking around with like headphones on, just walking around clearing her mind.
One day she just all of a sudden came out and just started ripping, and that's how we was like, oh shit, Shawty got some bars or whatever. So, she was always part of the cyphers. Even before I started rapping, she was rapping, so.
It's a given, my life is beyond these digits. My life revolves around this mic, it's embedded in my spirit. Call me crazy, bananas, cuckoo, this chick is incoherent. Now there's nothing here stopping me, so I'm really here to get it.
Yo, we out here in my old neighborhood, guys. Like this green box right here, it may not mean a lot to a lot of people, but it means the world to me because it's monumental. This is the first place I ever started rapping.
I don't know, it's just energetic, man. She's got that rawness, you know what I'm saying? She's a raw ass female. She comes from the heart with it, let you know how she's feeling, you know, just straight ill.
Seeing her perform is amazing. Just the fact that when Mosca performs, she's a totally different person, and you can see her energy and you can see the love for the music in her on the stage, and you don't want to look away at all. You're just focused on her performing because she commands the stage. It's amazing.
So I'm about to take you guys on a real quick trip down my neighborhood, down back on my old street where I used to live. Come with me.
Got them asking questions I don't know the answer to. How she.
Yo, we here in my old neighborhood. You know, I grew up half of my life in Raleigh, North Carolina, and the other half, my teenage years, was here in Cary, North Carolina. This neighborhood means so much to me because it's where I really, really started chasing my dreams. You know what I'm saying? It's where I really knew that I wanted to be a femc. Being here just reminds me of how far I've come. Like, first time I ever got locked up was right here. You know what I'm saying? On my driveway. Like, they came and got a shorty and they acted like I was Al Capone. Like, they done hog-tied me, threw me in the car and the whole nine. They was straight wildin'. And after that, like, let me tell you something. Once you get in trouble once, you continue to get in trouble because they keep looking for you to get in trouble, so they continue to harass you. You know, when I was growing up, I loved, like, really bad chicks. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know that then, but I was, you know, highly attracted to Salt and Pepper. Like, Salt and Pepper, I love their flow, just the way that, you know, they came off. They were not censored about what they wanted to talk about as women, you know. I listened to Queen Latifah, you know, MC Light, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love Lauryn Hill. All these femcs that I listen to and their versatility, like, they encouraged me to be the woman that I am today as an MC.
Man, she was better than half of us any damn way. But, you know, she kind of actually kept us together. You know, she was kind of that glue for the whole crew. You know, men got their egos, but, you know what I mean? She always came in and let us all know that, hey, I'm a female, but I do this shit too, and damn near did it better than half of us. So, you know, that was kind of her place.
I wasn't in music management at the time, and I just really wanted to know what her deal was, and I found out that she didn't have management. I found out that she was just rolling with these group of guys, just performing at various shows and really, you know, not doing anything big with her craft. And I reached out to one of my friends in the industry, Landlord Entertainment, and told him about us, sent him some videos, sent out some pictures, and the rest is history. We came back around maybe 2 months later. I saw her at another show where she killed the stage, just totally tore that mic up. Like, her lyrical flow is undeniable, and every time I seen her, you know, it just blew me away. And at that point in time, I decided to approach her and talk to her about her career and just ask her, like, where are you going? Like, what are you doing with this? Is this just a side hustle for you? And then one thing led to another, and bam, I became her manager.
You know what? I just think I'm different, you know what I'm saying, in every way. And I take pride in that. It's one thing to try to be like everybody else because everybody thinks you should be like everybody else because that's what makes them comfortable. I'm comfortable in being uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable being that thing that is different when she walks into the room.
It has been an amazing ride working with her. She is such a sweetheart, but she is Latino. She don't take no mess. She's got that fire, and I love it, and it just comes out. Like, she's so versatile. Her versatility has just been amazing because everything that Landlord has thrown at her, every feature that they've thrown at her, she's been able to conform and just kill the mic. She kills every bar. She gives her 100%. I love her work ethic, and that is what's most impressive. I love the fact that when I go in the studio with her, she doesn't have any paper or pencil. Like, I was amazed the first time we entered in the studio together, and she just went in there off the top of her head, like on her strength, and just started flowing. And she did like 4 songs. She didn't have anything written down. I can't even remember what I go in the refrigerator for most days. So I was amazed at the fact that she could memorize all of her lyrics, and then the flow, you know, she was able to change up her style, work hard. I mean, we shot 2 weekends ago in New York City, and I had her up to 4 o'clock in the morning, but she never complained. I didn't even feed her. She worked hard, didn't have anything. She was hungry, you know, but she was a trooper. Very, very agreeable artist. And those are the type of artists that you want to work with, someone that's willing to get in the trenches with you and do what's necessary, because they know at the end of the day, we're going somewhere with this. We're building an empire, and she's that chick. She's that girl.
I can feel her energy coming through my body. And that's something that you really can't say about a lot of artists. When people perform, sometimes you can just kind of be dozing off almost, but when Mosca performs, you can just get hyped with her. If she's hyped, if she's having a serious moment, you'll get serious. She has full control over your emotions as she's performing. It's a glorious thing to see if you ever get a chance to see her perform.
She's got a lot of presence, you know, like she controls the crowd when she comes through, you know what I mean? Like when she's speaking, you gonna listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know she ain't playing, and she just got that style, man. It's different.
Yeah, I see her at the Grammys. Mosca for the Grammys.
Okay.
As the nominees are.
You know, here we are now, and I've come a long way from the things that I used to do. I've grown up now, and I continue to chase my dreams. So now today, you know, back then I used to be Baby G. You know, that used to be my rap name back in the day. And it wasn't until a few years ago, you know what I'm saying, that I developed and I became Mosca Flux. And then I developed the brand Flux with it, you know what I mean? And I'm still repping NC to the fullest. I'm born and bred in Panama. You see it straight out of Panama, you know what I'm saying? That's my country, that's my home. I'm full-blooded Panamanian all day, so I got a rep for my people. And that means I'm Latina for those that don't know what Panama is, okay? So this right here is so meaningful to me because this is where I came from, and I've come a long way. And now today, it's Flux with it to the top, baby.
And I never start regressing. How this world just gives me drama, but I never seem to stress it. I kept grinding through the mud and coming out with all these blessings. Got